Hey guys, what's up? My name is Serge, and today we're going to learn how to zoom in on, highlight, and even magnify parts of your video in Final Cut Pro. This is a beginner tutorial, so if you're new to Final Cut Pro, you're in the right place. Let's jump right in and get started. The simplest way to zoom in on a video is by using the transform tool and adding a jump cut to the part you want to zoom in on. All you have to do is skim your timeline, find where you want to add your jump cut, and blade your clip with a keyboard shortcut Command B. Move your playhead to where you want to go back to your original framing, and blade your clip again. Select your middle clip, and at the bottom of your viewer window, select the transform tool. Use either the on-screen controls or the transform controls in the video inspector to zoom in on and reframe your clip. With just a couple simple easy steps, you have the simple, zoomed in jump cut to help direct your viewer's attention. Besides the jump cut to the part where you want to zoom in on, you can also use keyframes to animate a zoom. You can do this with a transform tool, or what I like better is using the crop tool. Skim your timeline again, and place your playhead where you want to start your animation. From the transform drop-down menu, select the crop tool, and make sure crop is selected. Add a keyframe here. Move your playhead about 10 to 20 frames ahead, and in the viewer window, use one of the corner handles to drag it towards the middle. Click anywhere inside the highlighted rectangle to move it and set your framing. The advantage here is you still get to see the entire clip while zooming in. Click and Done will fit your highlighted area to your video frame. To zoom back out on your clip, move your playhead to the frame where you want the animation to start, and once again, add a keyframe to the crop tool. Move another 10 to 20 frames ahead, and in the inspector window, reset all your crop parameters back to 0. This gives us a nice zoom in and out animation to help highlight the important part of your frame. If you need to adjust the speed or the start and end points of your animation, select your clip and press Ctrl V to bring up the video animation. In the crop parameter, you have 4 keyframes, 2 for the start and end of your zoom in animation and 2 for the zoom out animation. Click and drag these to either side to fine tune the start and end of your animation. Next, let's take a look at how to highlight a specific part of your frame. If the part you want to highlight stays in the same part of your frame and doesn't move much, this is super simple. Select your clip, hold down the Option key, and drag up to duplicate your clip. Press Command 5 to open the effects browser, select the Masks category, and add a shape mask to your top clip. Use the white handle in the middle to place this mask over the part of your frame you want to highlight, and use the green handles to adjust the shape of your mask. You can also click and drag on the outside ring to adjust the amount of feathering. Select your bottom clip, go to the color inspector, select the exposure tab, and drag down on the global exposure pack to bring down the overall exposure of your bottom clip. The part of your top clip inside the mask isn't affected by this, so you get this highlight effect. If you want this effect to fade in and out, move your playhead to where you want your fade to end, and add a keyframe to your color correction. Go back about 10 to 15 frames, and double-click on your exposure pack to reset the value. To fade this out, move your playhead to where you want your fade to start, and add a keyframe to your color correction. Move your playhead about 10 to 15 frames ahead, and once again, double-click on your exposure pack to reset your color correction. This gives you this nice fade in and out highlight effect. We can also highlight a moving subject in our video, but this requires a different method. Let's highlight the snowboarder in our next clip. Go to your effects browser, select the color category, and grab the color board effect. Drag this into your viewer window over the part you want to highlight until Final Cut Pro recognizes it as an object. Adjust the tracking grid and place it over a small part of your subject that has good contrast. Picking a small area will usually give you a better track. Click Analyze to track your clip. Open the Tracker drop-down menu. Select the Offset from Tracker behavior, and deselect Rotation and Scale. Go to the Shape tab, and adjust the shape over your subject. To fade this effect in and out, place your playhead on the frame where you want your subject highlighted, go to the Color Inspector, select the area outside your mask, bring down the overall exposure, and add a keyframe. Go back about 10 to 15 frames, and double-click on the exposure pack to reset it. Move your playhead to where you want this effect to fade out, and add a keyframe. Move the playhead ahead about 10 to 15 frames, and double-click on the exposure pack to reset your color correction. If we play back our clip, as you can see, the highlight effect is tracked perfectly to our subject. Before we move on and take a look at how to magnify a specific part of the video frame, let me just take a few seconds and tell you about today's sponsor, Envato Elements. When I first started my YouTube channel, I was on a pretty tight budget. One of the first and best investments I made was getting a subscription to Envato Elements. I used stock video for demo clips and B-roll, royalty-free music and sound effects for the soundtrack, video templates for my intro and titles throughout my video, still images for my thumbnails, and so much more. Over 6 years after I started my YouTube channel, I still use assets from Envato Elements in every single one of my videos. As far as production quality goes, getting a subscription to Envato Elements was by far the best money I spent. So whether you're just starting out or you've been making videos for a while, I can guarantee you a subscription to Envato Elements will help you make better videos. Now back to Final Cut Pro. To magnify a specific part in your video frame, select your clip, hold down the Option key, and drag up to make a copy of it. With the top clip selected, bring up the Crop tool, and make sure Trim is selected. Use the Trim tool to select the part you want to magnify. Switch to the Transform tool, and use either the on-screen controls or the transform controls in the video inspector to scale up the crop part of your image and position it in the video frame. Next, go to the Effects browser and search for the Drop Shadow effect. Add this to your clip and adjust it to how you want this effect to look. To animate this, once again, move your playhead to where you want the start animation to end, add a keyframe to the transform parameters you adjusted, and your drop shadow opacity. Move your playhead back about 10 frames, bring the drop shadow opacity slider all the way down to 0, reset your position values back to 0, and set the scale all amount to 100%. Do the same at the end. Render out your clip for this cool effect. If you enjoyed this video and want more beginner tutorials like this one, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you back here next week.